bet. It's Elvis at $1.95. Illawong Patrick's into 14. We're set. And away. Illawong Patrick began okay, holding his ground. Suave Taj on the inside. It's Elvis is charging forward on the outside of KITSILANO, who began quite well. Behind those, MILLYS Magic. She's about 15 metres away. Following her through was SPRINGBANK Eden, and FOURSHARESMOREBEERS is a further 20 metres behind him. Out in front, Illawong Patrick leads away. Suave Taj is second. It's Elvis pops in for a sit third. Gaita doesn't want to be there. She's thinking about moving to the outside, but the tempo is pretty good up front. She's racing one off, I think, with It's Elvis. KITSILANO behind those. Now, she is following Suave Taj at this stage. A margin still of 15 metres to MILLYS Magic. Right on her back was SPRINGBANK Eden, and FOURSHARESMOREBEERS is about to tack on. He's only about 6 metres away, but SPRINGBANK Eden galloped in front of him and had to go underneath. So SPRINGBANK Eden gallops and goes back to last placing. So now there's probably about 80 metres covering the field at least. And still bowling along in front is Illawong Patrick. He's rating him at a fairly high tempo, Hryhorec, but comfortable for the horse. Leads by 15 metres. Suave Taj is second. It's Elvis third. KITSILANO's right behind It's Elvis, and her trotting pattern is pretty good tonight. She's trotting fairly smooth. Behind her is MILLYS Magic, then FOURSHARESMOREBEERS as they come to the judge with 2 to go now. And still that gap then to SPRINGBANK Eden, who galloped and is chasing hard, is about 60 metres away. Illawong Patrick still clear by himself. Gaita's going to make the move now with It's Elvis. The heavily back favourite wants to go up and get closer to this leader. There's a gap between it and Suave Taj, and she's got to use his speed and probably try and squeeze in behind the leader and get in the slipstream. Lead time 122.8, and she does that with It's Elvis and follows Illawong Patrick now. Suave Taj is third. Fourth, KITSILANO. She's in a good position. MILLYS Magic follows her wherever she goes. FOURSHARESMOREBEERS, and still that margin, but a little bit less now, only about 45 metres away to SPRINGBANK Eden, who is trying to make ground. First quarter 31.6, after that lead time of 122.8. Illawong Patrick doing everything right tonight. We haven't seen this for a while. Doing everything right, leads away by 5 metres. It's Elvis second, the heavily back favourite, the plonk horse if you like. Third is Suave Taj. Fourth, KITSILANO. Behind her is MILLYS Magic, so Smith at some stage will probably try and flush out Rogers as the move comes from FOURSHARESMOREBEERS, and he stayed in there with MILLYS Magic, but KITSILANO's looking to angle off and probably try and follow it through, so FOURSHARESMOREBEERS just put wide for a stride or two with the cat and mouse tactics there, and SPRINGBANK Eden's done a good job to get within 20 metres, but will lose ground now. 31.9 that second section, 63.5, 600 to go. Illawong Patrick still been nursing it in front. KITSILANO went rough. She went rough bad and went wide. MILLYS Magic had to go underneath her. It's Elvis trying to catch Illawong Patrick. MILLYS Magic, she's still got 15 metres to make up on this leader who's going strong. Then in turn behind those FOURSHARESMOREBEERS, but Illawong Patrick is doing everything right tonight. He's out in front by 12 metres. It's Elvis and MILLYS Magic are trying to bridge the gap, but they can't. 30.1 for that third quarter, and Illawong Patrick straightens up in front by about 10 metres. He's going to tippy-toe the last bit. Trying hard, MILLYS Magic. She's getting closer. She's got within 6 metres, 5 metres, 4 metres, but there's only 20 metres to go, and It's Elvis is going to beat MILLYS Magic. She couldn't run the 2600 out, and Illawong Patrick wins. Second, It's Elvis. Third, MILLYS Magic. Fourth, popularly KITSILANO in front of FOURSHARESMOREBEERS. Suave Taj behind those. And the last one home was SPRINGBANK Eden.